Welcome everybody to our show. This is Custom Fab Garage on our channel Octane TV on YouTube. Make sure you go down below and hit that subscribe button, and on top of that, make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you can get all the new content that comes out weekly and even every day. Alright, we're going to start with taking this bad boy apart. So we're going to take this whole entire center console out. That's our first step. Big dog over here. So first step we're going to do is we're going to remove this piece. This piece just unsnaps and comes up. So this can actually come out of here. And then there's going to be two bolts behind here. Let's see if Beavis' strong arm can get it out of here. Oh yeah, you got it. Okay, let's see the back side of that bad boy. All right, so there's the back side, and it uses these little clips right here. And then when you take that out, what that leaves you with is right here you have a screw, and right here you have a screw, and then this piece will all come off. But you got to remember too, down in here you've got harnesses and things like that that need to come off, that you'll have to unplug once you pull this back side off. Okay, so Josh is going to take, these are T25s right here on both sides.
Nope.
So basically you're there
Smaller.
and there. Oh, they're smaller?
Yep.
You sure it's a T25? So it's a T20?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got one. So these are not Phillips or T25s, they are T20s. T20 Torx for these, for both sides. So there's one over here, and then one where Josh is over here taking this off. So those are both T20s to remove this back panel right here. And there's two of them. Basically one right here and one right here. So now we're going to pull this piece off in the back. So everything's off there, and then we're going to have to unplug all the plugs down in here to be able to remove this back piece off. How many plugs are there, Josh?
One. Looks like four.
Four plugs, and then we can take this back piece off. All right, so there's actually 5 plugs on this back side. There's everything right there. You need a pick tool?
Yep.
I got a pick tool as well. Just happen to use a pick tool to get a lot of this stuff out because it's in there, seated in there really well. So he's gonna use a pick tool to try to get these out. Next step, we're on the passenger side. We're gonna remove this piece here. And on the driver's side, it's the same thing, but the only difference is up here on the driver's side, you have a 10mm bolt. I'll kind of show you that. Let's go around here, Beavis, and show the driver's side on that bottom. If you look down there, there should be a 10mm. Maybe there's not on this one. You see it?
Right there. You got the light right on it.
Okay, so there's a 10mm bolt you got to take out on the driver's side. But for some weird reason, they did not put it on the actual passenger side. So it's only on the driver's side you have to take out that 10mm bolt. Pull this piece off here. There's the back side using all these clips. And then there's the other side right there. And then once we get both sides off, we'll show you the driver's side as well. Oh, hey. All that stuff. All right, so he's taking out the 7mm that's clear there in the front of this plastic piece. Can you show him, point at it with your hands? There's the 7mm in the very front. Sorry it's so dark in here. This thing's tinted out and crazy, so you gotta remove the 7mm before you can remove this plastic piece right here. All right, Josh, let's see what happens now that you've taken out the 7mm. Oh, look, it's coming right off like butter. Looky there, same white clips as the actual passenger side, so awesome. There's the back side of that one. So here's the front of that piece, and it's different because the passenger side doesn't, it stops here. The driver side one is here, and that's where you're gonna take out that bolt right here where my finger's kind of poking up that hole. So that's where the 7mm bolt is. It's a little different than the passenger side. I don't know why they do that. Okay, so next step is down where you took this trim piece off, like right here. Right up in here is these little pocket things, and you can see this little indentation thing right here where you can fit your hook tool in. Pull those bad boys out. Well, fused. Good job, buddy. Oh yeah, get it. There we go. And then we can get to this bolt here. Now it's exactly the same on the passenger side, and there's the back side of that one. All right, and then we can get this bolt out. I believe that is a 10. Yep. So on the actual passenger side, let me get the light over here and show you. It's exactly the same. So it's no different on the passenger side. It's exactly the same. All right, so here's the passenger side, and there's the 10mm. So we're gonna take these out. Got the world's longest extension over here. Well, at least Beavis can get it from both sides. Yeah, torque that bad boy. Torque it, God!
Oh, baby. Very nice. It's nice and tough.
All right, Beavis had to take his sweatshirt off because he's sweating so bad.
That boy, you know it is.
Now he's gonna go ahead and take out that 10mm, just like we did on the passenger side over here in this little cubby. He's gonna take out the driver's side one on this side. Working hard. Work it. Passenger side right here. So this is the passenger side. And down here in this hole, we got to take that bolt out. Now we have the seat all the way back. We've got it all the way back, but we're going to take out this bolt right here, and then we'll push the seat forward, and then there's another bolt like directly down here. Josh, aka Beavis, is over here taking out this side, and then we're going to take out this side's right here. So basically you'll see this big like hole right here. That's where it's at. He's actually taking that side one out. So there's basically two. There's one here and there's one here that's holding in from the sides on the center console. So those are the big ones that kind of hold this thing into place. So two here and then two on the other side. All right, so we've got everything down in here with our ratchet, with our 10mm. And we're just gonna crank them out. Whee! And take it out. You can also use an impact, whatever's gonna be easiest. All right, so here is the back side. Let me come around here real quick.
Yeah.
Where you at? Okay, so there's the bolt on the back side that he's gonna take out. You have to move the seat all the way forward to be able to get to that as well. Beavis is working real hard getting them bolts out. Look at them muscles. Yeah. Okay, so this bad boy should be able to just pull the, oh, there we go. Just be real careful. All right, so once we pull it back, there's some clips up in here. See these orange clips right here? Those actually clip in up into the dash right here. So you gotta be real careful when you're pulling on it or you'll lose them. So
Right there.
now we gotta lift this whole entire dash up and we gotta unplug everything from underneath. So we're gonna do that next. You need to unplug, there's two plugs right there, right in front of this console. You've gotta unplug those plugs to be able to pull the console back any further. There you go. And there's the two consoles. And then we're gonna tip it backwards up. So there are, oh, careful, should be another one. You see a brown one? Is that it? Okay, so there's one right here that's orange. Hold on, we just hit the headline, hold on. Okay, I don't know where the other one was. Okay, so this is the only one that we unplugged right here, which is this plug right here. Some of them will have a brown one, which goes to the automatic steps, but I don't see it in this one. How the console hooks with it out. And then this duct here plugs in to the duct from the factory and then comes back and comes into two vents. This is the factory harness that we had to remove because we're removing this whole center console. But without the center console plugged in, you can't start the truck. So this is the factory HVAC that plugs into the front and then comes out of here. And then this is the back piece. So we're trying to figure out what part of this makes it start. I know on the Mustangs, it's down here in the cup holders. So this is the bottom of the cup holders. We're gonna unplug that and see if that makes it start, because something in the center console, and on most Fords I've done, it's in the cup holders. If you unplug that module, that's where the start stop module's at to make the key. It basically detects the key. So we'll find out if that's actually it or not. Okay, so we found it. I feel like an idiot. I thought it was in the cup holders. It's actually right here. So he actually took the module off, so that thing just popped out.
Yeah.
So this whole piece just pops out. Well, you're a smart guy.
Just covered it, so
that sits on top of it. So without this piece underneath here that is there, you can't start the vehicle. Lovely.
Actually,
so this is the actual module there that we plugged in. Now the vehicle will start. All that for that. Isn't that crazy? Mm-hmm. All right, we got all the door panels with all these pieces cut out. So that way we can get the door panels back on. We did not do any of this sound skin, but we're just trying to fix it for them so the door panels go back on because they had about a 1/4 inch gap. Here's all the wiring. We're going through it piece by piece. There's a lot of wiring in this vehicle. This is like nothing. This is one side, there's a whole nother side over there. We've deleted a bunch. This is a ton of wiring. We're having to go through and figure out which wiring goes to what speakers. So we're figuring all that out. I've taken out the center console, just tons of work, fiber optic. So there's a ton of work associated with doing this truck. Most people don't realize how much work it is, but it is a ton of work. You know what I mean?
what?